hang on to your seat, baby, because this one's a screamer. Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained?
What is going on, entertainment? So Tim can tell with another video. So we talking Love Island episode 19. Before I get started, make sure I hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Let me know what y'all think about this video. Let's talk about these boom shells, okay? Oh, I don't like Ace, y'all. I'm sorry. Like, I don't know. It's something about him just screams jealousy. It just screams a hate. Like, there's nothing, like, it just screams jealousy and hate. I'm sorry.
You was jealous. That's jealousy. That's hate. That's ugliness, bitch.
Because they pick up where we left off. You know, the Islanders that have went home. We see Hannah had went home, of course, and then Jeremiah. So Ace is talking to Shelly while the guys are talking to each other. And Pepe is asking, like, why did y'all send home Jeremiah? Like, out of all the guys, why y'all sent home Jeremiah? Why y'all sent home Jeremiah? And Taylor's reasoning was that maybe he was the problem. They felt like he was going to do the same thing that he did to Huda, Adriana, okay? I don't think that's going to be the case. I don't think that's going to be the case, okay? And they don't even know the inner workings of that relationship. That's what pisses me off, because although y'all got bits and pieces of what each of them told you, y'all were not there sitting down for a lot of their conversations. So how could you have just guessed that it was Jeremiah that was the issue? Now Ace is talking to Shelly, and Ace is pissed. I'm like, why are you mad? You got your wish. Jeremiah's gone. You should be elated. You should be jumping, okay? You should be trying to reach the hoop on a basketball if you can reach it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, why are you so upset? He's upset, y'all, because he felt like they shouldn't have sent Hannah home. When did him and Hannah become Cookie Crunch girlfriends? I don't know. But the real reason is because he wanted Amaya to go home. Another hater. Like, it's just like, why do you hate this girl so bad? She's not bothering you. I don't think she's a threat to him winning the 100K. So you hating her so bad to me is just so off-putting, because it's like you dislike her that bad that you want her out of the house. When Hannah, to me, got close with Charlie, he left and then got close with Pepe. They could connect outside of the house. So I feel like her mission is already done. She has two great options she could go with. Amaya didn't even really get a chance. She tried to go with your leprechaun ass, and you wasn't paying her no mind, and you didn't like her calling you babe. And then now she goes with Austin, and Austin's like, I don't know, like, how I like feel about Amaya. Like, I really like her, but like the thing about her is I feel so uncomfortable like being around her. All of a sudden he's, you know, uncomfortable with the affection. But when it was time to couple up so you could stay up in that house, you was all gung-ho for it. Get the hell out of here. I just see it straight through a lot of them. I see through Austin's BS as well. I think he used Amaya to be able to stay in the game. And I think that a lot of the castmates are not catching up on it because it's obvious as to what's really going on. But for Ace to really feel that salty and pissed, I'm like, why are you mad? Like, it really pissed me off because it's like, you should not feel this upset about Hannah going home. Meanwhile, Amaya, bless the Amaya heart, because the whole time they show what she's thinking, and she's just like, ladies, thank you so much for saving me. I mean, like, I didn't think that you girls would leave me here because Hannah had such a strong bond with Pepe. And I'm just grateful that I'm still here. I'm really good on body language, and I could tell that the guys were not happy that I'm still in the villa. And I'm like, oh, poor Amaya. And like, I felt so, let me tell you something, like, that girl, first of all, she gonna say what's on her mind. That's why I respect her. And two, I really do think she really came there to find love, y'all. I don't think the money is even a goal for the girl. I really don't. I think she really want a nigga. Like, she really wants a dude. So the fact that she cannot find a dude, I think she's starting to think, oh shoot, something may be wrong with me. And it's sad. It really is. So I hope this new boomshell works out for her and Cassie Moore. I really do. Oh. To me, the two people that should have went home was Iris and Austin. Because let's keep it a buck. Austin has been there from the beginning, and he has yet to have a solid bond with anybody in the house. Not one girl. He had more of a solid bond with Jeremiah. Can we do a gay boomshell together? Like, Jeremiah and Austin should have coupled up, for God's sakes. Because Austin has not really explored a lot of the girls, one. And then two, he hasn't really found a solid connection with any of the girls. Shelly was playing around. That wasn't a thing. And I really feel like she was really doing that to be nice and not come off as and I don't think she was really into him like that. And then Amaya, it was an alliance, in my opinion. I do not think that was a connection. To me, that was giving more so an alliance, looking back at it with how quickly he was able to sort of diss her and say how he's not really feeling it like that. The guys are talking to Austin, and they're basically trying to ask him, oh, when are you going to tell her? When are you going to tell her? Why are y'all trying to push this man to break up her heart? What is Amaya doing in that house that's really effing y'all over? Because at this point, I feel like Love Island, Peacock, you guys are hiding things from us because they're hiding what Amaya is doing that's making her so hated. They're hiding what Taylor is doing that's making Alondria so much in love. Okay? We're getting hidden that. That's the one thing that's being hidden in the edit. I don't know if there's somebody in the cut room floor said, cut. Like, we need to really see what is behind the scenes at this point. After sun isn't enough. So it's the next morning, you guys. As everybody knows, it's time for breakfast. They're cooking breakfast. They're cooking omelet. Ace made an omelet for Shelly. He gave it to her. Nick said he's not going to throw away the tea that TJ made for Sierra anymore. By the way, they had a talk. Now, this talk really contributed of Sierra basically playing hot and cold because she realized that she may have some stiff competition up in that house with Adriana, okay? And with her, like, having a connection with Nick. And I think she was a little bit threatened by that. That's why when they slept together in the same bed, she turned over. She didn't give him no back scratches, and she didn't try to cuddle with the dude. So he called her out on that, and they kind of agreed to the fact that they're going to stay solid, even though they're going to explore other options. They're still going to, I guess, come back to one. Okay. Do I think these two will survive Casa Moore? No. I think Sierra is for the streets. It's no shade. Let me tell you something. I think not for the streets as if she's like a whole, like a slut bucket, but I think that like she's the type that gets bored very easily. You could see that in her. Like when something piques her interest, she's like, ooh. Like she's that type of girl. Like you could kind of tell. So Nick, I don't think is gonna be able to keep up with that. And also, I think Nick likes black girls and is scared to admit it. Bye. So it's time for Love Island special, a kissing competition, the regular. I like the fact that they said, I knew it was, of course, something had to be up because it's the fact that they said a kissing competition. Like that's so regular. The whole show been a kissing competition. Okay. So the boys have to all get on the hearts. They have to put like a blockage on their face, cover their eyes, blindfolds on, and also put headphones on the ear so they don't hear who's gonna be kissing them or whatever, right? Now here comes Ariana. I know Tom Sandoval watches this show and he really regrets ever fucking Ariana over because like she's a baddie. You know what I'm saying? Like she really is the definition of a baddie. Like she came out there booty twisting, ass twisting, just ba buka baka bika baka buka baka ba. You hear me? She looked this so freaking good in that little shimmery ceramic dress. Like stylist eats it up every time. Like it makes no sense to me. She comes out there and she's like, shh. She comes out there, she's telling them all to be quiet. She's like, hey, I got a challenge for y'all. So she pulls out these big cards that, you know, the girls be doing at prom. And she starts reading the prompts and said, it's time for Casa Amor. So all the girls are like, Huda was the happiest of them all. Huda was jumping for joy. Huda was like, which I'm not mad at you, Huda. You had a hard time in that house dealing with that damn Jeremiah. So now you have a chance to torture other dudes. So Huda was the most excited of them, but her and Amaya were jumping for joy. Okay. So they had their suitcases out there. So what Casa Amor is for new island watchers, because I'm new to this too, the girls head to a house with a whole bunch of new guys, and the guys meet a whole bunch of new girls, and they could possibly make some new love connections. Okay, so that's what Casa Amor is. All right, so we get introduced, y'all, to some new boomshells. The first boomshell we have is Grayson. Okay, she's 25, and she said, "I'm a Southern belle, and I model for a energy drink company." I thought that was sort of a weird of a job description. I'm like, wait, what? Like, you're a model? Like, that was so specific to me. Like, you only model for that specific drink company? Like, that threw me off completely. She's really, really pretty, you guys. And she said, the person that I'm going after is Nick. I really have my eye on him. So, ladies, step aside, okay? I don't think, though, that she'll end up being a match for Nick. Nick, to me, he from what I see on the show so far, I don't think she's his type. To me, Nick goes for the exotic type. You know what I'm saying? That's why I said I think he likes a little bit of chocolate. But his family may not agree with the Belgium. No shade. So he has to, settle for an ex. You get what I'm saying? So I think that's why he goes for that type. I don't think it's Grayson, though. I'm sorry, babe. Go for Pepe. Oh, you know what I'm saying? Like, I think Pepe Le Pew is going to be what it is. Because I think she's more so Pepe's type. Next, we have Clark. Now, Clark says she's a peer group. I think she said owner or something like that. Now, she to me gives a lot more of, I would say, Ace's type and a little bit of Taylor's type. She's extremely, extremely gorgeous. At one point, she said she used to cheerlead for a whole lot of time. So has like that preppy vibe. So we'll see who she ends up picking. Now, I feel like when it comes to Love Island this season, they're doing the guys a favor. The girls, not so much. I feel like the girls, they getting the short end of the stick. Not that the dudes are ugly. I'm not saying that, but I just feel like the girls that they're bringing are next level. Like Adriana, I went on her Instagram, you guys. Like, she really is a college graduate. Like, she is successful and gorgeous. Like, they're getting the cream of the crop. We got CJ. Like, you feel me? Like, they got TJ. Like, that's crazy. Navana body is like to die for. I don't know if it's surgery made or it's gym made. Either which way, I think it looks amazing. Like, it gives very much a little bit of Nakos Kavala, but not too much of Nakos Kavala. Like, she didn't go too far as Miss Kavala. She looks absolutely gorgeous. I will say that. The face is a little too plastic for me, but the body is what I'm looking at, which looks like it doesn't look overly done. That's what I like about it. I don't know if she has surgery or not. I'm just guessing that she did, but her body is really amazing. She's a social media ambassador, and one of the people that she wants to go for is Ace. She goes, Ace is so funny. I'm like, oh, is it now? I was like, wow. Okay. So we'll see how that ended up working out. Do I think she's Ace's type? I think Ace doesn't really have a lot of a type. I think he likes anybody that he deems attractive. I don't think he would go for a certain skin tone, color, or none of that. So I think they're going to hit it off quite well, to be honest. Plus, Jeremiah isn't there to take any of his girls. So, he going to have an easy time. Next, we got Coco. Now, Coco is my type of girl. No shade. The moment I seen her, I said, I like her. Coco, you guys, is from LA. Her name Courtney, but she go by Coco. Move over, Coco Chanel. Move over, Coco Chanel. We got Coco from Love Island, okay? She says she's from the town, probably from South Central LA. She's really, really pretty, you guys. And I feel like she's giving me like a Laundria's evil twin. Like, I'm telling you, like, that's the type of girl Alondria would not want around Taylor, because she, you could tell, would not be scared to step on Alondria's toes. So Alondria, you got some stiff cock, girl, because Coco really is tea. Like, the skin is popping, the body is popping, she's petite. And what I think will be good with her pairing with Taylor is because she's a more petite girl than Alondria, I feel like Taylor has such a, probably, I wouldn't say low self-esteem, but I think his man ego will be happier with a Coco than a Alondria. Because we see how Alondria is yay high, right? And then Coco's a little bit, at least to the size, or short, at least close to size of Taylor. So I feel like he would be more able to want to be paired up with her than an Alondria, even outside of the house, because we all know he's not really feeling her like that. The last Islander we have, her name is Jaden, you guys, and she is an I think like a private investigator. She said she already had the boys' background check. That's a lie. They probably fed her that line so it could come off across, a little bit more of a key and entertaining, I guess. She's really pretty, I will say. I do feel like the people that will end up going for her, just off of first impressions, would be like a Nick or Austin. I don't see any of the other dudes wanting to go for her, to be honest. Okay. Now, let's talk about this kissing challenge. Austin, my guy, are you dancing or kissing? Why the are you dipping the girls like you're in a salsa class? That nigga said he dipping her. He dipping it and doing it. Like he's dancing salsa. Austin just after he dipped her, and we're talking Clark. One of the girls that goes up there does the kisses, of course, is Clark. And when she gets to Austin, he ends up kissing her, dips her, and then he starts kissing on her cheek. And then they have to rate the kisses, right? Mind you, all the guys are rating the kisses extremely low because they're thinking it's still the girls there, because the girls are by this time already at Casa Amor. So they're thinking it's the girls and they're trying to be funny and be rude. Meanwhile, it's a whole new crop of girls and they're thinking it's them, right? So Austin trying to be cute, talking about, oh, I'm gonna give it like, you gave up like midway, I'm not gonna lie, so I'm gonna have to give it like a 5.2. Like he's just this heartthrob. Austin really has a sense of delusion. I'm not gonna lie to you. I think the person who played it the smartest was Vanna, because Vanna made sure to kiss the boys that she was really into hard the way that she wanted to. Like she didn't give everybody like some hard ass kiss. Like she really only gave Ace like a hard ass kiss and then Nick. And she made Ace grab her butt. Like she knew what she was doing. Vanna, like she, I think could really take Shelly away from. She could really take Ace away from Shelly, 100%. Cause she's so, you could tell she's so confident in herself that like she knows she could bag any dude that she wants. Like I feel like a lot of the boys, they were being rude during the kissing challenge, thinking it was gonna be slick, and it backfired on them like hard. So Grayson, the girls end up getting to pick the guys who they want to couple up with. Now I have a question for my longtime Islanders. Ariana said everybody comes back to the villa. Does that mean everybody that got eliminated, or she talking about everybody that's still in the competition come back to the villa? Like, I want to know that, because I be seeing in the comments that they be saying that like people that's eliminated be coming back. Like I've been seeing people talking about bring Jeremiah back and all that. So it's like everybody comes back after Casa Amor. Like I really want to know. Like I really want to know, because that will be extra interesting. Because I want to see Jeremiah come back, especially after he sees all that shit y'all be talking. Like I really want him to come back. Now, Grayson ends up pairing up with Pepe. I was not surprised with that. Vanna ends up picking Ace, I wasn't shocked at that. Now, what was a big shocker to me was Coco. Coco, why you gonna pick that country man? You really want that bird chest there? Oh man. Coco and Clark, you guys end up going with Taylor. I couldn't believe it. Taylor had two girls on his side. Nick did get picked yet. TJ, nada. That's what TJ get. TJ, something about him is off to me. Like, he kind of rubs me the wrong way. Like, I don't know. I just feel like he would be rude in a dating atmosphere outside of the show. I don't know. I feel like he's hiding his truest self. Something about him just, it don't sit right with me. Anyways, Taylor has both girls on the side of him, which is like such a big shocker. I'm like, Taylor. Okay. And he gets to decide what girl he wants to go with. And of course, he goes with Coco. Because I told y'all, that's Alondria's evil twin. You're my treacherous little twin, so, and I'm riding for you. Okay? That's a treacherous little twin. They look like so similar. Okay? Same hair, all that. So, it's going to be interesting when Alondra comes back, because she's going to be very bothered. I couldn't believe in this episode. She said, I miss Taylor. I really hope the editors are like sabotaging the viewers and we're just not seeing everything. So, of course, after Taylor gets to pick Coco, Clark is left to pick who does she want, Nick or TJ. She ends up going with Nick, and that leaves TJ vulnerable. So because of that, he has 24 hours to find a connection, which I'm wondering, like, that means they're going to do like another recoupling soon. And then that person's going to go home before the other people even get to come back. Like, goddamn. I really hope Ace go home before the other people come back. So Shelly over there looking crazy. You know what I'm saying? So after that, the girls, the new girls get to start mingling with the guys, starting to get to know. So as they're talking, Nick is basically, he says, I had a great connection with Sierra. It's already a had. It's already a had. Both of them is for the streets at this point. Like, he already used a past tense as if you long gone. Like, you're not even alive. I mean, damn. Okay? Ace is over there smiling like a Cheshire cat. I could barely smile, y'all, because my my gums is still sore. You know, he's smiling hard as hell, right? Here's the thing when it comes to Ace and Shelly. A lot of y'all feel like we hating on the relationship, boom, bam, boom. Shelly is Haitian. Shelly is 27. Ace is 22. In the Haitian community, that will never fly coming from a gay man. But that's not going to work. It's just not. Okay? On ti moun liye. Wapala avec ton ti moun. For my Zoes, y'all know exactly what I said. She's talking to a child. Okay? It's like ridiculous. So everybody in their couples getting to know each other. Y'all, let me tell you something. Alondria, you got to be worried, boo. I never seen Taylor smile so much in one scene. He was cheesing down. Like, Alondria has a lot to be worried about at this point. Okay? We find out about Vanna, and she's from Salt Lake City. And Ace is saying how much he misses her. Nick is talking to Clark, and he says that that's not usually his type. Of course, it's not taboo, y'all, because it's dating. Like, you like what you like, okay, Nick? But yeah, he said that's not really his type. I wasn't surprised when he said that. And Austin, I think, has found what he needs in the Jaden girl, because the way that he was laughing when they were having that conversation, he did one of these. He did one of those laughs. Like, he did one of what he did with that laugh. I said, oh, that's a match. So they're cute together, and they both have tattoos inside of their lip, which I found that to be so crazy. That's how you know they're meant to be together, because for both of y'all to have that same tattoo inside of y'all lip, y'all think the same. Meanwhile, as the couples are getting to know each other, we get introduced to the new guys, you guys. So the first guy we meet is Elon. So Elon, he said he's a tech consultant and he's from Toronto and now he lives in Miami. You know what I realized with Love Island? A lot of the people are either from Florida, California. Like it's either one of the two. It's like California, Miami, California, Florida. Like it's never like there's not a whole like they haven't introduced somebody from like I'm from freaking Milwaukee. I'm from Wisconsin. You get what I'm saying? Like it's either one of the two. I peeped or they moved to Florida or something. He's really cute. I will say that. I don't feel like he's any of the girls' types though. Like I may be wrong, but I didn't get that vibe when I first seen him. Like when I first seen him, I didn't think like, ooh, such and such is gonna like him. Maybe Iris, but that's about it. Next we got Brian. Brian, y'all, is so fine. Shout out to Brian. Like they did good with that pick, I'll tell you that much. That man is fine. Nah, you hear me? Very, very much fine. He's said he bartends at night, does real estate. He does like a little bit of everything. He kind of said in the beginning how he's looking for his Dominicana, so maybe Adriana is probably gonna be his type, to be honest. But I feel like Huda gonna end up sticking her teeth into that one. Okay, like he's really attractive, and not even that, he has a really good energy just from his intro on the show. So I just think that was a really good pick on the producer's end. Next we meet is Zach. There's two Zachs, y'all. There's Zach with a K, okay? And he's from Manchester. I'm from Manchester, UK. I just want him to be like, oh, your mans don't walk. Your mans don't talk. Like, he looks like one of them British, he look like one of them British rappers. Y'all get what I'm saying? Y'all ever hear them British drill rappers? He sound like a British drill rapper. Your mans don't talk. Your mans don't steal. Your mans don't steal. Your mans don't talk. Okay? Y'all, I did some research on Mr. Zach with a K, y'all, and he was on Big Brother. Not the US version, but the UK version. At one point, he was on Big Brother UK, and that was the show that he's come from. So he already has a little stint on reality TV, y'all. He didn't last long for what it looks like. He only lasted about 2 weeks in the house. Now, from what I see, just look wise, I feel like he wouldn't have been any of the girls' type, to be honest. Let's say if he were casted from the very beginning. I don't see any of the other girls that would have really went for him if they weren't put into the whole cast of more experience, if we're gonna be honest. Next, we got Zach with a C. Zach with a C looks like Brody Jenner. Like, he looks like a little bit like Brody Jenner to me. He's from Arizona. I did get a little bit of like, I'm not gonna say because y'all love to say gay people like to cut other people gay. He's like a more feminine side. Like, did y'all peep that? Like, you could tell he's in touch with his feminine side. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's no shade to that. I don't, like I said, I don't get gay vibes from him, but you could tell he's tapped in with his fem side. That's all I'll say. He looked like Brody though. Now, the next two boys to come is what I call Jeremiah's cousins from another sister. Okay, like JD, and then we get Chris. Let me tell y'all something. JD's face is a chop. It's no shade. JD's face is a chop to me. I'm sorry. Now he said all these great things about himself, how he's he's a ladies magnet and all that, but it's like, girl, are you sure it's not repellent? Like, now I'm not saying he's a fugly nigga, but like compared to the other dudes, it's a chop. Like Ace gives more to me than him. It's no shade. It's a big chop for me. Like, I'm sorry. Now, Chris, on the other hand, producers did their big one. He is a vibe. I think he's very handsome. His vibe is very appealing, and you could tell he has a really good head on his shoulders. Like, the man is 6'8". Do you hear me, y'all? 6'8". 6'8" and has 7 sisters. First of all, the problem is why he's probably not in a relationship. Them 7 sisters, I can guarantee they probably ran a couple of them girls off. Now he's a basketball player, and he feels like he's never found the right one because his sisters show him the right type of girl to go for, and that's why he hasn't found a relationship. Let's keep it a buck, okay? 7 sisters. I mean, come on. Any girl that dates him needs a fucking a merit, bitch, because goddamn, that's a lot you got to deal with. You got to deal with a fucking classroom of bitches judging you. That's crazy. So the girls get there, you guys, and y'all, Amaya immediately starts to talk to Chris the moment she gets there. Hood is so excited, smiling ear to ear like a Cheshire cat. And Chris and Amaya get to talking and stuff, and she could not keep her eyes off it. Let me tell you something, Amaya. If you ever think you gonna vibe with Chris with them seven sisters, they are going to get you, girl. They probably the moment Chris lands back to the US, you hear me? They are going to text you, text that they go text Chris and say, "Hey, stay away from that girl Amaya. That girl crazy." You know what I'm saying? Like they are watching like hawks. Probably having a watch party tonight, if we're gonna be honest. Okay. Now the challenge for the girls, they have to like pop these balloons or whatever and do what they say. Of course, a lot of them involve kissing. One of the first girls that go is Amaya, and it says pick two islanders that are not your type. Girl, you know damn well Chris is your type. She ended up picking Chris, and she ends up picking Zach. The kiss between her and Chris, no shade. I want the tape. I want the tape. I want the OF tape. I feel like I need it. I want to see it. That kiss was something it was something so good. I said, wow, I want to see more. Okay, like he picked her up and started kissing her. Like that was some sensual ass stuff. Chris was getting picked left, right, and center. All the girls was picking Chris. Iris picked Chris. Sierra, Shelly picked Chris. Alondra picked Chris. Like the girls was picking Chris, and I don't blame them. Chris is T, y'all. Oh my god. Okay, I really hope he's still Shelly from Ace. Oh, that's gonna make me so happy. You don't know why? Because it's like it's gonna take a nigga that's about 6'9" to take a girl away from your ass, so really humble your ass, okay? So you could get some correction about yourself. You're me. So yeah, the kiss between between Shelly and Chris, I think was something special. He even said that was usually his type. And also, too, let's talk about how Chris set the standards, because ever since he picked up what's her face with the kiss, Amaya, that's when all the other dudes started picking the girls up during the kiss. So it's given follow the leader. So not only is he's fine, he's a leader too. Like, so it's time for the boys to pick the girls, okay? And y'all, Amaya did not get picked yet at first. I was like, oh, I be feeling so bad for it's justice for Amaya. I don't care what nobody say. Like, y'all just gonna stop playing on my girl Top. Like, she really is trying, y'all. We just need they need to just cast somebody that just want to be with Amaya. Like, they don't want nobody else, but they just want Amaya. They just want a cuckoo crazy nurse. Like, oh my God, I feel so bad for my girl. Anyway, Alondra also didn't get picked at first. Now, when it came to Sierra, she ended up getting picked. And then Shelly. Now, this to me was the shock. Shelly had two dudes next to her. One was Chris, and then Zach with a K, right? Which, I'm shipping Chris with Shelly so bad. I'm shipping Chris with Shelly so bad. I don't think I understand. Okay. It was funny when Ariana clocked her T, because she was like, wow, is this the first time you've been caught in a triangle? I was like, yes, tell on her. And I hope you're ready for them pack of sisters, Shelly. Of course, Shelly ends up going for Chris. I love to see it. I was like, yay! I could have screamed songs of joy. Okay, there is a God. If you don't believe, you're crazy. Okay, so Zach with the K gets kicked off the podium, and he gets to pick one of the two girls. He ends up picking Alondra, which I don't know why, because I do not think Alondra finds him any of a bit attractive or has any sort of connection with him. So you were better off taking a chance with Amaya than Alondra, because she's so stuck on Taylor, the bitch can't even see straight. So we'll see how that ends up. So it's time for the nightcap, you guys. And of course, Amaya's feeling away because she feels like she came to Casa More. She's still, by herself. And then Alondra gonna go, I miss Taylor so much. Alondra, don't piss me off. Like, I'm so sick of her. Like, what do you miss about this man? And you know what you guys need to realize too? You saw how he was having that conversation with Coco and he was asking her a little bit deeper questioning. The last thing Taylor asked Alondria was, what's her favorite fruit? And we're like on day what? Like, we're 2-3 weeks in now. This is ridiculous. Like, oh my God. Like, it's really starting to make me mad. Okay, so Alondria ends up having a conversation with Zach with a K. We end up finding out that both of them were raised by single mothers and they have the same amount of siblings. They had a lot of things in common. But cue the confessional. Alondria is still missing him. Still missing Taylor. Still missing him. Still missing Taylor, right? So it comes to the point where it's just like, you're not even giving yourself a chance to really like explore. And that's not fair. And that's the same thing I got on Jeremiah about, but that's a whole nother video. Okay. Shelly has a conversation with Chris, and y'all, there is a God. So he played basketball overseas, you guys, and he likes women that cook. And Shelly likes to cook. And like their flirtatiousness through the screen, you could feel it. Like it gave very much like he wanted to dick her down, like right there. And it was like, it was everything that I ever wanted for Shelly. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Like, oh my God. Okay. Now Amaya decided she needs to be a little bit more assertive. She needs to be a little aggressive. Her time is a clicking. The villa is about to be a wrap, and she might get chopped if she doesn't find a connection. So she ends up having a conversation with Zach. They somewhat hit it off, and to me, Amaya just keeps getting embarrassed kind of left and right because she asked for a kiss, right? When she asked for a kiss, he was just like, no, I don't know. Like, I don't know if it's like 50-50, but like, okay. I was like, y'all just gonna stop playing on my girl top. Like at this point, I'm gonna have to go to the villa and act straight for Amaya because we need to save her. Okay? They end up kissing it or whatever, and Amaya's just like, I'm not gonna lie, I feel like a butterfly. I feel like JoJo. I'm like a bird. I wanna fly away. I don't know where my heart is. I don't know where my bombshell is. I'm like a butterfly and I want to feel more assertive to be able to get my love. And it's working for me. And I'm like, no, girl, you kind of forced him into getting a kiss, but you know, you're a Amaya, so we're gonna let you slide. You get what I'm saying? We're gonna really let you slide. I think what it is with Amaya, she's showing us her true self, but I feel like she has a sort of a wall up. Like, I think the Ace thing really fucked her over. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I can see that. Like, since the Ace thing happened, you can see she's holding back a little bit. Like, she sort of second guesses herself, and it's kind of sad to watch. So we see Bryant and Adriani have a conversation, and that chemistry that they have between each other, like, Jeremiah, you gonna have to maybe go back to Huda, okay? Because that was a really good talk. You could tell, like, to me, that was one of the few chats that I've seen on this whole series where it came off genuine. There wasn't any sense of awkwardness at all. It felt like the cameras weren't there. Y'all get what I'm saying? And then they ended up kissing, like, and then she was like, yes, at the end. Like, it was really, really a cute moment. Nick, we see at the end of the episode, pulls Jaden to the side for a conversation. Austin is just sitting there like a dummy, like, TJ, I think it was either TJ or Pepe that was sitting next to Austin and asked him, like, hey, like, how do you feel about your girl? He's just like, I mean, I like her, but like, I don't know what the fuck is going on. At this point, Austin, go home. Just pack your bags. Because it's like, once he finds somebody he likes or like is interested, it's like he gives up. I don't like that. It's really annoying, and it's like a big red flag in a relationship because you give up so fucking easy. Oh my God. Nick, to me, is a danger to a lot of relationships. He's extremely flirtatious, and he has what is called the gift of gab. He can make any girl laugh. That is very troublesome. I don't care what nobody say. A guy that can make any girl laugh is a nigga you need to watch out for. The way he can make any girl in that villa kiki, that nigga's a problem. That's all I'm gonna say.
Let me know what y'all think down below, y'all. Like I said, there is a God. Thanks to Chris. Let me know what y'all think down below, and we're out, babies.
No personal thing.